In this bulletin, the long-awaited general exclusion order is issued. More Cartridge World shops planned for Asia, and an empty cartridge collector makes the top 25 list.
From across the planet, Recycling Times keeps you in touch with the latest computer printing news.
Hello, I'm David Gibbons and here is the news. The long-awaited and expected general exclusion order Canon wanted to protect its printer cartridge patents in the US has finally been issued. Canon originally filed a complaint 18 months ago against companies remanufacturing cartridges using new drums that infringed their patented drum gear. Now the US International Trade Commission has agreed to put a general exclusion order into place. US Customs must check shipments coming into the country to make sure aftermarket cartridges do not have the offending drum gear installed. Overseas companies who believe they have a workaround solution and do not infringe the patents can still ship their products to the US, but they must cover each shipment with a cash bond to the same value of the shipment itself. This will be the case for the next 60 days until final approval for the general exclusion order is signed by the US President. 2 new Cartridge World stores have been opened in the Klang Valley in Malaysia as part of a strategy to reach more consumers in booming Asian markets. In Malaysia, 80% of consumers use OEM cartridges, but Cartridge World shops have less than 1%. So Cartridge World bosses believe there is huge potential for the future.
They're impressed. They know it's a famous brand, they want to be part of it, and we're seeing some success already. So that's going to translate into Hong Kong and make its way through Asia. So there's a lot of effort being put into the Asian market.
A total of 8 Cartridge World shops are now open in this region, with plans to have 15 stores by the end of 2013 and 32 stores within 4 years. Cartridge World has 1,400 shops around the world. For the first time, more multifunction printers are being imported into India than single-function printers. A total of 780,000 A4 printers were imported into the country between January and March, which is 2% more than the same period last year. HP hold 49% of the market, importing 380,000 printers into the country. Canon has 16%, followed by Epson on 13%. Japanese firm Konica Minolta have come out saying they want to more than double its revenue in India by 2016. They set up their first office there in 2010. Now Konica Minolta has more than 30,000 multifunction printing machines installed and wants to achieve 25% market share in the office printing business. A European empty cartridge collector has made it onto the top 100 green initiatives list published by the prestigious Dutch newspaper De Telegraph. Klavaren CCC were initially contacted by the newspaper in October wanting to know more about the reuse of printer cartridges.
The green initiative is the empty cartridges are separated from the waste belt. So we like to protect our environment and not throwing away empty cartridges and used mobile phones on the environment.
Readers of The Telegraph were then given the chance to vote on the list to make a shorter list of top 25 green initiatives.
We have won and we are very happy with the winner of the top 100 in the Netherlands by the Dutch newspaper The Telegraph.
Klavaren collects more than 300,000 empty cartridges every month. And in brief, the Governor of Virginia has given $3 million to Canon to help support their new toner plant in that state. Canon is investing $27 million to add a 3,000 square metre facility to their existing plant so they can manufacture colour toner. Meanwhile, Canon has launched a cartridge recycling competition hoping to raise the environmental awareness to school children in Hong Kong. So far, 138 schools have joined the campaign and have collected more than 10,000 used ink cartridges. The boss of Cartridge World in Britain says he must quit after just 2 years as the head of the Cartridge franchise. John Richardson will complete some key initiatives, including the new distribution arrangement with Badger Supplies, before he leaves in October. Parts Now continues to grow in the US, this time with the acquisition of the Texas-based Bradshaw Group. Bradshaw is a distributor of laser printer parts and supplies, and also have direct distributor relationships with OSE and HP. And Europe's champion takes the fight to the clone invasion. You can read more about Vincent van Dijk's strategy in this month's New Look News and Views Recycling Times magazine, with Vincent on the front cover. Well, those were the biggest stories in printer consumable news this week. See you again next week. I'm David Gibbons.